Sometimes you watch YouTube and you run into things that are just amazing. Great examples of humans being at their best. And this is something that I ran into last night, a series of videos of clips of people doing great things. This is something that we need to amplify as preppers to not only identify that we prepare to mitigate against suffering and death from extreme types of disasters and everyday life scenarios, but to amplify what it is to be human. Even though you have lots of scientists that say that we're just animals, but I beg to differ. I do not see any animals that have the level of consciousness that we do, that have the forethought, the ability to communicate as we. I don't see animals excelling as we do in the world and showing the levels of compassion that is possible. Humans are very unique. And I think that we need to really hone in on this more and be captivated by this ability, because we're so distracted. We're so distracted with the scientists and what they say and how they put us in little boxes that we forget about our uniqueness. We may never know really where we came from. I'm not a believer in macro evolution. I don't believe that we came from other species, because there's no evidence of any species coming from another species in evolution. It's very plausible we came from another type of culture or people off-world. But regardless of what you believe, the fact is that we're very unique, and it's undisputable. Who we are and what we can do, it just completely destroys the competition on this planet. As kind of a hobby, I like to look at a lot of the, the archaeological so-called claims toward the evolutionary track. You know, the missing link, even though they don't call it that anymore. And of course, there's not just a missing link, there's missing entire echelons of links. There is no connection. They're completely different species. And so when you look at these remains, these bones, you can see that we're not looking at our ancestors or our cousins at all. This is just completely different. But there's so many different types of scientists and their agendas. And unfortunately, most of them are driven by grant money that's either from public or private sources, and or the ideas that are prevalent in the modern day. And so I challenge you to be unlike the scientist and actually think out of the box even further, to be an individual, make your own decisions, come to your own conclusions of not only who we are and who you are, but the greatness that humanity can offer, and from time to time actually demonstrates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.